Alright, my pack, my tribe, welcome back. This is EVP Live Part 2. Okay, so here's the thing. I can't find any of my files that I was looking for. I don't know what happened to them, unfortunately. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking for them right now. I've got a show to do. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go ahead right now and do a live EVP session on the air. So you, my listeners, are about to become a part of my investigation. Hold on a second. Looks like some folks are having technical issues. You guys can hear me all right? Hold on one moment. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm not sure exactly what the deal is, but we're just going to continue on. So, like I was saying, I'm about to do a live EVP session. Well, technically, this would be ITC. Technically, it's interdimensional telecommunication. It's basically using an electronic device to communicate with the other side. It's basically what it means. But I'm using my Spirit Voice app. Unlike the other apps I use, you're not going to hear a lot of white noise. White noise is that like static sound, that stuff that you can... Whoa. Really? You're going to start without me, huh? It's that static that you hear, and the reason that they use that, by the way, is so that they can actually transmit their voices through it to make it audible to human hearing. Okay, so here we go. Who's here? Did you say Tommy or Donnie? Hi, Steve. What are you doing here? Well, I don't mind that you're here. I just want to know why you're here. I'm cool with you as long as you're cool with me. Yup, sure. I heard yup, sure. I heard the name Steve. Who else is here? Tim. Hi, Tim. Ann. Hi, Ann. Let me ask you a question. Have any of you shown yourselves in my house? No? You have? Who has? Steve? Yeah? So, Steve, was that you I saw the other night here in my room? Yeah. I just heard yeah. Okay, Steve and everybody, just stay put. I'm going to pause this for a second. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming right back, okay? Okay. Be right back. Okay, the reason I pause that is because, like, unlike when we do this, hold on, let me turn the mic down a little bit. Unlike when we do this out in the field, we can't, like, play it back here, because this is live and all that. And so I wanted to pause it to go over things that I was hearing. I heard the name Tim or Timmy in the beginning. Then I heard the name Ann. I heard the name Steve. I think there was a Donnie and a Paul. Now, the reason I was asking Steve if he was the one that I saw in my room, and I haven't even told anybody this yet. The other night, it was actually the night after Thanksgiving. I was coming back from Becca's house, because Becca, she's actually my neighbor, and she's also a member of Ghost Wolf Paranormal. She's our EVP specialist, actually. And we were just kind of doing like a quick Thanksgiving dinner kind of thing. And I was coming back, and I walked upstairs, opened my room, and right as I opened the door, and because like the way my room is like you open the door and look straight ahead, you're like looking right at the bed. I just like that for reasons I'm not going to go into, because I just like to keep an eye on the door. Anyways, so I open the door and I'm looking right at the bed, and as I'm looking right at the bed, I see this little mist go right across my bed from the head of the from towards the head of the bed to the foot of the bed. And so that's why I was asking if it was him that I saw, because I had no idea who it was. And so I wanted to share that story and point that out for you. All right, we're going to continue on. Okay, we're back. Can you guys see me right now? Yeah. Ghost Wolf. They just said Ghost Wolf. Well, thank you for saying that. We love that you guys know who we are. Here's something I've been kind of curious about, though. Cool. Here's something I've been kind of curious about. I've kind of wanted to know the answer to this because we've gotten our name a lot. The name of our team in particular, and pretty much every member of my team has had their name called quite a bit. But what I want to know is the reason that so many of you guys on the other side know who we are is because we've become well known to you guys. So like on the other side, in other words, Ghost Wolf Paranormal is kind of like famous. Yep. He just said yep. Do you guys like us on the other side? Wow. Okay, I'm going to talk over you guys for just a second instead of pausing this. I'm going to share with my audience what I just heard. What I just heard was, it's about time there was somebody to help. Is that what you said? Yeah. Wow. This is... Okay, so, how can I help you guys? Did you say stay nice? So is that it? You like us because we don't provoke? You're tired? Do you want me to pause for a bit? I heard help. I didn't hear what else. You want me to pause this for a minute? No? Okay. Yeah, I hear you. So Do you guys need any help right now? Or is there something you want to say to my listeners out there? Oh, sorry. Seems like it got interrupted. Oh, shoot. Give me a second, folks. Accidentally unplugged my phone. Sorry, folks. Uh, wow. Um, yeah. Becca, who is in chat, said she heard the names Don, Jan, or Jack. I heard Ann, not Jan. And I heard Donnie. I don't think it's the Donnie from the Fire Museum, though. And I heard Steve. I didn't hear a Jack, so I'm not sure about that one. And she said she heard immensely and or I think and or is it and Destiny. So I'm not sure. But what I heard on this end, and I hear it pretty well because as I'm doing those sessions, by the way, because I can't just jack it into my radio like I would want. What I have to do is I have to hold it right up to the microphone and just kind of hold it there, and so I hear it really well, even though I got headphones on. Um, what I heard is finally there is someone to help, and then I said, well, how can I help you right now? And what I heard them say is just be nice. And then I asked them if it's because they didn't like provoking, and we don't provoke. We never provoke. Oh, I see. So you heard those in addition to the ones I heard. Because I heard Donnie, not Don, though. A couple times, actually. But she said in chat, what I heard was Don, Jan, or Jack, and Tim Steve. I think there's two females, so it's probably Jan and Ann. Oh, I see. And she says that when I asked if they liked us on the other side, the response was immensely. And that's something I've kind of, I'm not understand something. Okay, I'm not trying to toot our own horn, so to speak. Yes, in my opinion, Ghost of Paranormal is the greatest paranormal group ever, and I'll always feel that way because it's mine. But not that that's why I think it's amazing. Everybody on my team makes it amazing, but our philosophy has always been that we never provoke unless we are dead certain that whatever we're dealing with is absolutely evil and needs to be provoked, which most of the time is not the case. And in my opinion, in fact, probably 8 times out of 10, what people label as a negative entity is in fact nothing more than a spirit trying to communicate, trying to get their attention. So the fact that they are confirming that, like, I've always felt that we're like famous as hell to them on the other side, even though on this side, we're not really all that famous. Really, we're not. It's getting better. More and more people obviously know about us than practically ever before. My shows got more listeners, internationally than ever before, but we're not famous like Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters famous. We're not on TV. So, but despite that, I've always felt that like we are hugely famous on the other side because we are constantly getting Ghost Wolf in our EVPs. They know who we are, and I feel, um, hearing that tonight and kind of having that confirmed by them tonight is like huge validation. And honestly, yeah, I would love to have a TV deal, but only if I could keep creative control so that we're not putting out hammed up, faked up crap, and we're actually showing people what an actual investigation is like instead of like, this overreaction and stuff. But until that time comes, I've always felt that we were definitely on the right track, that we were doing things right, and to have this validation tells me that even if we never get a TV deal, even if we're never any more well known than we are at this moment, to me does not fucking matter because they know us. And I hate to burst the little bubble, but when it comes to paranormal investigations, the dead are always going to be more important to me than the living. Even when I do residentials. And I love to do residentials, by the way, because I love to help people. But if it comes down to helping a ghost or helping like your average person, I'm going to choose the ghost. Now, if it's family or friends, as a living person, probably different. But I think you get my point. Anyhow, that's just wow. I'm actually blown away. I'm actually giving them a break for a second while I'm talking to you and stuff because it wears them out. Honestly, I mean that's one aspect they never really talk about a lot on the TV shows is that in order for them to communicate on digital recorders or like even these apps or like a Spirit Box or Frank's Box or whatever, or to show themselves, it takes a lot of energy. And uh, that's why if you've watched any of the videos for our web series, Forgotten Ghost Towns or the new one, Forgotten Haunts, you know that like all the time I'm saying if you need energy, take it from me, don't take it from our equipment. Is we need to document this. And that's the thing is like we're see here's the thing, and it I think this kind of illustrates a good point. By not provoking, by not seeking out what we believe to be negative and actually taking things at face value to be mostly positive in the beginning, we're opening doors that other teams will never open until they change their ways. And the fact that we're so well known on the other side is testimony to that. There are teams on the other side of the planet, I've been told, that are getting Ghost Wolf in their EVPs. There are teams in this country that are getting Ghost Wolf in their EVPs. Teams we don't even know. In parts of the country we've never been. So, yeah, not to toot my own horn, but that is huge validation. Anyways, we're going to continue on here in a second. I need to turn my phone back on because it went all screwy on me. And I had to plug it back in because actually probably what happened is they drained my phone's battery to get energy, and I probably should have told them, no, don't take it from my device, take it from me. So, alright, we've got about 15 minutes left, so this will make for a good session. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. And real quick, before I forget, and this goes out to members of my team, my friends, my family, everybody, everybody high and low, my listeners, even if you're on the other side of the country, doesn't matter. I want you to know that Ghost Wolf Radio and Howling After Dark is looking for guests. If you have paranormal experiences that you want to tell us about, you can be on the show. All you need is a Skype account. If you contact me on Skype, GhostWolfJ on Skype, I will put you on the show. Also, we are looking for a regular co-host. I'm open to anybody that wants to do the job. However, if you take on the job, know that you're going to have to be here Monday and Wednesday nights at 8 Eastern. And you're going to be at least partially responsible for finding us material to talk about, etc., etc., etc. That's stuff that can only be hammered out. If you're interested, contact me. We will talk about it. All right, so continuing on, let me get this app started again. Oh, stupid passcode thing. Come on. Where are... oh, never mind. There you are. Okay, so let me set this back up how I had it. Alright, here we go. Hi guys, we're back. Hi. Did you just say Ghost Wolf again? Hey, I'd like to ask you something. On your side, on the other side, are we more famous than Ghost Adventures? Yeah? Are we more famous than Ghost Hunters? Okay. I guess that, I'm sorry, did you say Ghost Wolf rocks? Wow, you guys are gonna give me a big head. Well, I want you to know something. I don't get to tell this to spirits often enough. But I want you to know that speaking for myself and my team, we really appreciate you guys. We wanted you to know that we really appreciate you and what it takes for you to communicate with us. Well, we think you guys are awesome. Yeah, they said you too. Well, you guys are really cool. So, can you maybe tell me, why are all of you on the other side of life? I mean, obviously you died, but like... Did one of you just say that you were a Marine? Correct? Which one of you was a Marine? What's your name? Wow. Well, thank you, sir, for your service and your sacrifice. Don, are you the Donnie from the Fire Museum? Yep. Wow. Okay. That is cool. What are you doing here? You're on leave? Oh, wow. That is crazy. Okay, let me pause this for a second, guys, and I'll be right back. Oh, wow. That is friggin' awesome. Holy crap. Okay. I'm going to kind of give you the scoop on Donnie. Donnie was a Marine during the Korean War. He, if I have the story correct, which, as far as I know, it absolutely is, although, who knows. But what we've been able to decipher is that he was in the Korean War. He came home from the war and found out that his fiancée, who he was engaged to before he went to the war, married somebody else. No Dear John letter, no nothing. She had just left him. As I'm sure you can imagine, he never really quite recovered from that, and well, let's just say that booze probably played into his death. But he, before the war, when he was alive, he worked in a soda shop in Mansfield, Ohio, a soda shop whose furniture and knickknacks and basically the entire shop is set up now as a display area, as an exhibit inside the Mansfield Fire Museum, where he now haunts. In fact, some of you that are listening have actually seen his picture because I added it to Palace Chat. So, Donnie is a great guy. He's always talked to me. Me and him in particular had kind of a different sort of bond than he's had with other people, due to military service. And I think he's always felt comfortable talking with me, but he really loves our investigator Nora. So much so that he actually proposed to her in an EVP. Not joking. So, yeah. So, here's what I'm going to do. Since I've got to roll me a smoke. Yes, I do smoke. And I will smoke while I'm on the air. Because I really don't care what you think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rig my the microphone on my headset up to my phone, and I'm just going to let it play. And I'm going to let them talk, and I want to see what you guys that are listening actually pick up on. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're back. I'm going to let you talk to my audience for a while. Is that okay? Alright. Oh, we loves you too. Alright, hold on, guys. Alright, I'm going to let this play for just a few more seconds. Okay, guys, listen. My show's ending. Okay, so I've got to go. But I want to thank you for talking to us. And I'll talk to you again soon, okay? Alright, bye-bye for now. Wow. I got to tell you folks, and really quickly here, because I got about 40 seconds left. This is by far the best EVP session I've ever done, next to when I talked to my father. Alright, that's all the time I got, folks. Thank you for tuning in, my pack, my tribe. Until next time, peace out.